Morning, youngins. It's just another day in space. Sorry about that. It's a bug in my throat. You know I love space. Young children. It's me, Neil. Your heavenly father, Neil. Neil Nassau. You come to this stream for educational space video games. Neil! Grandpa Neil? Famous lover of space games. Neil. Thank you. My niece does nails. It's me, your streamer who famously loves space games. It's me. Get a little deeper. It's me, Neil. I can do that. I can do that. I can do that, my space children. RNC. Let me hit up my Google machine for RNC. RNC. Now, when I worked at NASA, oh, heavens to Betsy. No. It's me, your liberal father who loves space. Oh! Neo needs a better voice. I'm not sure who Peggy is. Not related at all. No relation. No relation at all to Peggy. Why do I sound a little bit like the RNC right now? Chapped. Little chap. Too much coffee, not enough water. Not enough H2O. Me. Very bigly. No relation. Now let me hit you with one of my famous space facts. Often astronauts will bring their own water to space for drinking. And that's a space fact. I figured my space children would continue our playthrough of our favorite video games. Which are all space themed. Space facts are nothing like rock facts. Please do not look at the back of my head. My mullet has grown too long and I've become insecure. After my wife Helen divorced me, I haven't been the same about my hair, and I'd prefer if we keep all comments to how handsome I look in my glasses. I think we take a second to to get a beautiful look at the nebulas behind us. The colors of the space and sky. I forgot I may not purchase a video game as Helen has taken my credit cards in the divorce. 1 second. Thankfully, I can still log into my ex-wife's PayPal. We're gonna continue. We talked about it last stream. We finished up our full playthrough of Starfield. I don't know if a game will ever truly live up to the hype of Starfield. Like, I can't believe I completed every single storyline and fissure every star and planet, every vast space system. I fear we must start another game and hope it lives up to its hype. My niece is learning. She's getting her she's going to cosmetology school. She's been practicing on my nails. Unfortunately, I never got my dream job at NASA. I never got my dream job at NASA. I am currently working part-time at the Rainforest Cafe in the glow-in-the-dark corner that reminds me oh so much of space. I insist if I get placed in another location. As a grown man, it's embarrassing to say it, but I'll throw a hissy fit. I will. I sometimes show up to my local planetarium and pretend to be a volunteer. They keep denying my request. I also wanted to say that this cup belongs to Helen's new husband, as he is lucky enough to be a father. But I could never provide. I'm sorry for the tears so early in the morning. Those were the sounds of space. I fear the Space Mountain tunnel music is wearing on me, and we must change it. Perfect. We need wait no longer. Just kidding. I shall look for more interstellar space journey. Do you have a favorite planet? Mine is Earth, for it's where Helen lives. Well, interesting fact about Pluto. She's kind of in between right now. I feel like I'm at the spa, and I also hate the grease of the massage. Winifred, that's a little too on the nose for 8:32 this morning in the midst of my divorce that happened 6 years ago that I haven't gotten over yet. No matter how big or how small, Pluto will always be a planet. And Helen will always be my wife. Ugh. This diner drip coffee is superb. Thank you. It was Helen's ring, and she threw it at me at the midst of our divorce, and I haven't taken it off since. I have dainty little fingers, and we wear the exact same ring size. I couldn't sleep at 2 a.m. last night when Neil entered my body. Can you tell? I've been working on astral projecting. It's where you send your body out into the cosmos to explore, because I wanted to become one with the space. I've never shifted. If I could shift realities, I would go back to see Neil Armstrong, the person I renamed myself after, take his first steps on the moon. My name was Greg. It was Greg, but I changed it to Neil. Neil Nassau. Spelled like NASA, but pronounced Nassau. All caps. All caps. Neil Nassau. Mr. Nassau is what my students call me. My students of the stars and moons. No, you're my students. I call everybody in chat my students because we're all learning about space together. Nassau is German. I think. I'm not big on Ancestry.com. Mr. Neil, how did you get into space, if I may? I've never gotten quite into space. If you know what I mean. But I have dreamed of going into her. I've only ever stepped foot on this beautiful planet of Earth. I, as a child, was taken to a museum where I saw a singular photo of the heavens above. And from then on, she became my second greatest love. No, the heavens, the cosmos. No, I've seen a lot of videos of space, and I've seen no god there. I do love a good hymn, though. Well, I've never been very good at math, Myra. Neil, where does space stop and the heavens start? All of the space is the heavens to me. H-Y-M-N with an N at the end. I remember the last time Helen got her period. Right before the beautiful period of time took it away from her. She's menopausal now, Helen. Some say it was the catalyst for divorce, but some say it was my crippling addiction to tiny gacha balls filled with space-shaped creatures. Slay! I drink period discharge. That's what my niece Bethica always says. Slay. Perhaps. Good morning, my students of the stars. It's me, Neil Nassau. We'll be playing my favorite space game today, Astroneer. We're starting it off after our full and complete playthrough of Starfield. We've played every single... We've played... I can assure you, it's not almost like glass at all. My pubic hair is fearsome, in a forest akin to the redwoods. Helen used to love it. Helen. She loves the redwood trees. No, just Bethica. She's my only niece. I have a nephew. Good morning, early morning to you. Just found out our planetarium has been renamed. Good morning, everyone. I wish I was stuck on Helen. I have a beautiful therapist. I have a wonderful therapist. His name is... his name is the moon, and I speak to him every night. He's an incredible listener. I would appreciate it if you respected my pronouns, which are he, him, and my name is Neil. We all have our headcanons about the moon and the sun. I personally think most of the stars are women. But the moon to me is very masculine, cheesy energy. The divots in the beautiful surface of the moon remind me of acne scars from when I was young. Have you actually, they sell a cheese that is called moon cheese now. Have you ever had moon cheese before? Helen is very much alive, although I am dead to her. She's living with her handsome, strong astronaut husband. Did I mention Helen actually had the job at NASA? Moon, are you there? I fear I may need you now more than ever. He is the best dad. He's also a handsome man, akin to a cowboy. They left the mug here when they gave me the pool house to stay at until I got back on my feet. The Rainforest Cafe money isn't funneling in like it used to. I heard we're going out of business. I've been dining at the Rainforest Cafe. Now I've been pitching to them a completely space-themed cafe akin to the Rainforest Cafe, filled with planets. They haven't taken the bait quite yet. But seeing how I've heard the rumor they're going out of business, that could be why they're not expanding into space. He's concerned. No need for concern. We shall drown our sorrows in our new full playthrough of our video games. I'm going to switch over to gaming now. Don't worry. I will have to make some quick changes. Is this right? Incorrect? Correct. Lord, they're sending us into space immediately! That's a thing of beauty. Wouldn't you like to ride one of them suckers? Look at one of them fancy QR codes. Interesting. What do we think? Are we playing this game with one of our space-colored controllers? I don't think so. It doesn't work. Mouse and keyboard it is. Start an adventure game. I would love it to adventure into the cosmos to forget most of my worries. We just finished our 100% playthrough of Starfield, and we're moving on to a game of Astroneer. It seems like you may be correct. If anybody in the stream has, any of my students of the stars have ever played the game Astroneer, would it be better on a controller or on the PC? Mouse and keyboard. Good to know. Let's start our adventure into the cosmos, friends. Look at that fragmented sort of reality happening in front of us. What is that? And the swirly whirlies of the planets. We're headed down. But not on Helen. Exit. Oh! And this is why I never made it. Heavens, the cosmos are loud! Just a quick doodly-doo into the... Just one moment, please. I don't have my cheetahs on. Great heavens. Literally. I didn't read any of that. So all I know of this game is that we're a little astronaut and we need oxygen, as most good astronauts do. The other ones may be considered alien. What have we got? Planetfall. Survive landing on Silva. Oh, we're on the planet Silva. Astroneering basics. We're ready to collect some items. I love to clickety-click a button. Okay. What are you? A medium printer. Okay. Yep, lots of buttons. Heavens? A noodly-noo. I move you around. Excellent. What about you? Oxygenator. Right. I'm just gonna give a quick try to the old controller. She doesn't even dream of me. she does. Hold to unpack. I don't think we have time for that one. Provides a constant oxygen flow to connecting tethers, platforms, and cables. Excellent. When I know what that means, it's over for this planet, Silva. What about you? A printer. What if we... Ooh, oh, good heavens. Set her down. Okay. Yep, you're right. The controller's got to... It's got to go. What is that? Woo! Oh! Oh, good lord. I'm sucking up materials that we might need to continue our... Let's see. Now, I assume we may run out of oxygen as we are in deep space, but maybe perhaps our spacesuit is incredible. What's this? What's this? How do I... Can I pick you up? Ooh. I've got it. I'm taking it home. Oh, little blue bar going down. Quickly. Quickly. I fear I might become deceased. Drop her, Neil. It depends. Was your mother a wonderful woman? All right, I've got... What's this? You are incorrect. What do you need? Compound required. It looks like we'll be doing a lot of learning together today, friends. What's this? Graphite. Organic. Compound. Hold down to open the heavens. Found on all planets. Compound. There's multiple planets for us to discover and explore. How exciting. How exciting. I love space. I can't get enough of it. What's this over here? I didn't read a singular thing. This looks writable. Oh, is this dynamite? Yes. Dynamite. Wheels. Should we blow something up? Why not? Kablooey! A big hole. Why not? What happened at the planetarium? They changed the name of the planetarium to the Goofy Goofa Society of Goofies and Goofers, which is rather long because... Oh, I'm dying! Losing oxygen is how it felt when Helen told me she was getting a divorce. Oh, look at that. Now, their moon is interesting because of all the angles. It's a very prismatic sort of world, isn't it? Student of the stars. It's got a prismatic sort of something. I would prefer it if you said, "Excuse me, Mr. Neal." Excuse me, Mr. Neal. What's all that? That oxygen thing can go on your space base as well. This thing? Oxygenator. He wants to go somewhere? Excuse me, Mr. Oxygenator, where would you like to go? Oh, here. Interesting. And can I go inside this? All right, not very interesting inside. Welcome in. My name is Neil Nazar. You are my students of the stars, and we are exploring our newest and favorite delicacy of space-related material, video games. I am not one for organic foods, but it seems we're gathering many an organic material. I'm all filled up on organic materials. Look, I've even got 2 little silly bunny ears. Let's pop this open and... Would you like to go? Is there a button to drop everything in my backpack? I don't know. I don't have the faintest clue what we're up to right now. I'm assuming we need some sort of material. Let's have a read. Let's have a read. Together we shall read, learn, and explore the cosmos. Connect printer power to shelter. I can do that. Look, they've given me a list of things to do. Is this... Now, let me take the printer and plug her in. Excellent. And now what? Mission log. Now we get a new item in the mail. The mail is swift on this planet. If only we could send mail up to the people stuck in space right now. What a tragedy. Hold to use tethers. Ah. I can tether myself in oxygen range. Excellent. An excellent find. On top of that... What else do I need to do here? There's a tutorial of sorts on that mission log. Oh, I've connected to a tether and now I must receive another item! Huzzah! That would be one small step for man and one giant leap for mankind. You know what I mean? What are you? Small canister tool. Refillable soil canister for terrain tool. You want to go somewhere? You like to have a little connection. Don't we all? Let me see. Gather compound and gather resin. Fill a small canister with soil. Do you connect somehow to my backpack? Oh! You do. Look. Fill her up. Ooh. Actually, quite careful near our base, as we don't want to make the land unsteady. We live here, and that might be uncomfortable for us. Well, let me flatten her out. Like my emotions and feelings. Perfect. We've perfected and completed another mission. Bites. Not too sure what a bite is, but I hope it's some sort of money. Unlock, print, and attach boost mod to terrain tool. That's a lot. Let's go look for compound and resin. Thank you for that quick biopic of myself, which was insightful and disappointing all at once. I can carry these on my backpack! Thank you, wise young one. My students of the stars are ever so impressive. Can I empty all this soil somewhere? I don't know what to do with all these little bibbies and bobbies. What do you want? What do you crave? Backpack? You crave something? No. Let us tether and explore. I'll get all the buttons eventually. I've lost my tethers. Now, how far can we wiggle ourselves? Must they be within a seeing side of... No. Are you still connected? Perfect. And we're looking for something called compound and something called... Well, now, what is this? Oh! Good heavens, the sounds it makes as you develop it. Ooh! Have you ever used a 3D printer? My friend Carl has a 3D printer and it feels like it could be similar. We're on the planet Silva and we are harvesting resin for 3D printing. My hope is that one day... Ooh, we're actually quite full up. Let us bring back some of the materials we need for our... Perfect. Incorrect, it said. We must drop off our corn on the cob. How did we get here? When did we become trapped in the cosmos? Is there lore? I miss the master storytelling of Starfield. My favorite game of all time, Starfield. Heavens. I've knocked my own noodle on my microphone. Let us turn the music up. Oh, heavens. Oh, wow. A flight suit. I've always dreamed of wearing one. When I went to astronaut camp as a kid, nothing was ever quite so magical except my wedding day. We'll turn master volume up and sound effect down. Good morning to you, students of the stars that are just joining us. We've started our brand new playthrough of Astroneer. I'm extra worried to fall deeper into this hole. I do ever so hate the idea of being trapped somewhere. They asked me that question when I applied to be an astronaut, and I have a sneaking suspicion that might be one of the reasons I failed my tests. The online survey was called, "Do you have what it takes to be an astronaut?" And I failed it spectacularly. I believe I got a 3%. It might be the gluten allergy, the need of an inhaler. Oh, I do not want the corn on the cob on my device. Please, remove yourself. What is the purpose of having the corn on the cob there? We must find something else. Something called compound, which seems like a rather repetitive name for an ingredient that is likely also a compound. What is this? Excuse me, I must collect the mac and cheese. It's delicious looking. Wreckage! Shall we take the wreckage home? Power cells. Father, I'm conflicted. Is Pluto a planet or not? What does it mean for me that a Scorpio... For me, that is a Scorpio, and Pluto is my ruler celestial. Pluto is just a planet, but tiny. Perhaps the person that rules you is incredibly small. And have no fear, I haven't heard much about there being scorpions in space. The tethers are getting a little funky. Must readjust. Mac and cheese is resin and the gray balls are You see gray balls? I am graying. Debris. Perhaps in the future I'll be allowed to salvage some of this material. Big rock. I see you, oxygen. Mind you. Oh, big gray ball. An unsatisfying amount, perhaps underneath the soil. All good things are found underneath a layer of debris. I fear I may become deceased if I shall not run. I may die. I have pushed my limits. I am suffocating. That first cold breath of oxygen on a planet. Zach Bagans. I've never heard of Zach Bagans. Is this a student of the stars? But the tethers seem awful tedious to put down. Look, we have one of these fancy compounds now. Look, here. We need more. Heavens, good lord! We seem to have got ourselves in a bit of a pickle. Sorry for the stress. Another reason I never made it as an astronaut. All right. Hop, hop, out of the hole. Excellent. We're going to need to place more tethers. I would like to do a full circle around our base. I would love a ring of security. In this time in my life, I could use nothing more. As my ring of security has left me. It's lonely out here on this planet. Oh, I love these. I love the gray balls sound effects. It reminds me of. Have you ever been to the mall? A Dippin' Dot. Shall we have a little taste? Please. Please, may I try your compound? What are the chances it's cookies and cream flavored? Oh, Lord. Can I get out? Back, I say. Where is my tether? Oh, I'm suffocating. I thought I was quite close, but I seem to have been wrong. Suffocating. We're almost there. Keep going, Neonasol. You can do anything if you just believe. You'll win her back. We've done it. We've done it. That was a close one. People keep asking me. I haven't been introduced to the one you call Peggy. See, very interesting to learn about suffocating. We all have our preferences. I too prefer not to suffocate. All right. It's given me strange arm. What have we made? Tethers. We can turn a stack of compound into a box of tethers. Oh, I love to learn about space. One of my favorite things. What have we got here? Printer. What would you like to print me, Mr. Printer? Quickly, let's do this. Got some new items on the load. Medium platform. Why not? Who is sending me these gifts from the stars? What's this one? Oh, you go here? Medium storage on a medium platform. They seem perfect for each other. And what about you? Another medium platform. Interesting. You might need to be plugged in. And you... Small canister, rover seat, medium storage. We just got a medium storage. Oxygenator. Medium printer, work light, small canister. Ooh, heavens. Lots of items to build. Not too sure what we may need. We have some sort of storage over here. Let's see what we can... Oh! What's that? What's that? What's that? Please, ship me with nothing except perhaps off to space. We shall fill this with compound. She's filled. And then I shall collapse her. Now, why do you need to be battery operated? Interesting. Not too sure why my... Perhaps to collapse and uncollapse the storage unit, but that seems a bit useless. Let us see if our big machinery in the sky shall guide us like the stars will. Print a medium printer. Slot medium printer to platform. We must print you, medium printer. Medium printer. One compound here. And another compound here. Perfect. Medium printer is a go. I shall take some corn cobs. Who am I pointing at? I shall take my corn cobs and slither them away into my storage. Excellent. This is just like at Carl's house. It reminds me of oh so much of the 3D printer he has. We'll pick you up and slot you here. Have a little bit of a kitten caboodle. Unpack. Me with the moon later. And then perhaps I shall Connect them as if they were lovers. Then we shall... Smelteringly hot. Interesting. I'll collect my goodies. It's like a children's birthday party in here. On this planet Silva. Good morning. Nice to meet you, Star students. I'm not quite sure what tags are. Like the ones from your clothing. I can't be sure. We're headed into deep space today, I fear, my star students. Upon another one of our favorite space-related video games. I would have loved to be any sort of parent at all. Smelting furnace. Unlock. Ooh. What goodies have you delivered us now, space ghost? A large platform. If only unpacking after your divorce and moving into the pool house were quite as easy as that. We're looking for a smelter. Can I smelt something here? Smelt. Ooh, pardon. Let Neil slide on in here. Oxygenator, medium storage. Rover seat, work light. Nothing of use or value to me currently. The pool house. It does smell of chlorine. It's most tarnishing seeing Helen's new husband's awards and achievements up on the walls, which is why I've green screened myself to protect myself from the dangers and sadnesses that surround me. Good morning, star students. Good morning. Unlock and print the smelting furnace, refine, blah, blah, blah. For science, print and use research chamber. Print and use a research chamber. Pardon. Print and connect a small generator. I think we can do. Incorrect, I was. What about you? I fear we must... Are all of the caverns and crevices my doing? What's that down there? Shiny and green. What is that? I shall smooth this out. I was unsuccessful in doing that in my divorce, but I shall be industrious, and we shall pioneer in Astroneer. Did you say you were going to respect the landscape near yourself? I was trying to make it so I'm suffocating. So that I don't perish into the cliffs. I do have a favorite constellation. That is... What an incredible question to ask. Look at this view of the space and the cosmos. Do you have a favorite constellation? I hate to be a basic boy. I hate to be your everyday Nelly, but I do love Orion. The constellation, not the man. Why is our tether tethered to our... I believe it's tethered to our backpack and not our groin, but that was very wise and astute observation, my students of the stars. That would have been a very interesting development in the plot of Astroneer to gain oxygen through our peanuts. I've forgotten what I am doing again. Print and connect small generator. Are you here, small generator? No. Sorry if you hear any sounds that aren't of me. The pool boy is actually here gathering his materials for the cleaning. Look, a hole! Shall we venture forth? Oh, I fear I have not an option. This feels like a horrible idea. I've gotten the heebie-jeebies and I think I shall leave. That looks like murder in its finest of forms. What's your favorite way that you could imagine you could die in space? Mine is floating off of the spaceship. I dream of it. Would it be peaceful to perish in the quietness of space? Explosion is an interesting one. Neil, I heard one of the reasons you got divorced is because you couldn't stop saying "jorking my peanuts" on a daily basis, and it drove Helen to psychosis. Can you confirm? I've never heard the phrase "jorking my peanuts," though I do love a good stash of salted nuts. My niece Bethica said that peanuts was the new proper way to call peanuts. I fear we are no longer connected to the grid. Good morning, students of the stars. It's me, Neil, your 65-year-old, space-loving, recently divorced lover of the stars. It doesn't seem to want to share with me the use of the tether. I feel as if the simple answer is I was underperforming as a partner. And the longer answer is I was incredibly jealous of my wife and her job at NASA. I am carrying the big rock. I don't remember where I've put my tethers. I see them. I have done a lot of therapy with the moon. Who's a good friend of mine. He listens to most of my thoughts. I would love to take this medium turbine back home. We are playing through every space game on my channel. Starstruck in the Cosmos. It was my name when I was married to Helen. We just 100%ed Starfield, and today was our first day in Astroneer. If you're new to the channel, which many seem to be, welcome. I started streaming as an outlet to cope with my everlasting sadness and desire to be part of the cosmos. Where could we put this wind turbine? Perhaps on our large... Excellent. This perhaps provides us with power. Converts wind into power. Excellent. I've never heard of the game Roblox, but it does sound vaguely space related. Could you confirm if that is true or not? Small battery. We'll take her home as well. I do run quite slowly holding items. Storage doesn't need power. That's what I thought. But I've connected something else to the storage. So, in turn, it's sort of a daisy chain of power grid connection. Welcome in. I fear I may say it 1 trillion times, but my name is Neil. Neil Nassau, spelled N-A-S-A. I renamed myself at about 32. It was Greg Jones. But Neil Nassau, I feel it fit my spirit better. I've never had a desire or an interest in road type vehicles. If it doesn't have a rocket, I won't come a knocking. Let's have a quick gander about. The dirt here seems to be especially sparkly. Ah, perhaps it is hiding the secrets of compound. I fear we may need to explore the wreckage. Can be recycled into scrap. Oof. I can hear the pool boy parenting his son who he brings to work every day. Seems he's gotten rather rough with his trucks. I'm at a loss as to what to do on this planet, Silva. I'm living in the pool house, the pool boy's simply doing his job. I think he picked Neil because a name change was needed after some seedy behavior. I changed my name as I desired to be part of the cosmos after failing at my astronaut initiation ceremonies, which never were to come to be. I felt a name change was in order. I thought perhaps it would propel me towards the future I desired. But I was incorrect. I changed my name previous to marriage, actually. I changed my name around 30. I'm 65 now. I had 30 beautiful years of marriage to my wife, Helen. I see perhaps a new biome we have not explored. Perhaps we head into the forest. What is that? A giant rock. Ooh. I hope you don't mind. Don't mind if I do. What are you? Perhaps I could hold... Please, perhaps I could hold you? No? It's gone. It's gone. She's left us. Would she like us to hold her? I'm picking... Right. Those are going into my pockets? I must have especially large space-sized pockets. Let us get a little peek inside our backpack here. Nothing good. Rechargeable power source. Not sure what we could use that on. We need to find something to demolish. We need 2 compound. For our research chamber. I firmly believe we could use some research. I feel we are lagging behind. Let's watch Carl's 3D printer in action. T will drop a tether at your feet. Oh, Neil loves to learn. Incredible. Thank you for that. Absolutely astounding piece of knowledge. Watch Carl work. We shall call our 3D printer Carl in honor of my friend Carl's 3D printer. So sorry. Perhaps there was a link shortage. My name is Neil. Neil Nassau. Neil loves to learn. I hope we all love to learn as the space and the knowledge about it is ever growing, expounding, and changing. I hope we have time to unpack that. I'm gonna go ahead and move my battery and hope that this clicks in. I think this would be an excellent spot to shove that weird rock I was keeping. We just have to find where we place... I found my weird rock! Never fear. Planet lovers. Neil Nassau. Why is it giving me such a strange angle? Neil Nassau... He pushes on. Check mission log first. Heavens. I shall. Oh, I forgot I got good items in the mail. Beacon. For navigate. Woo! Oh, the cosmos were interrupted by my beacon. Interesting behavior. Find and research samples is on our goal list. I'm not sure I needed to check that first. Start research. Not too long. Not sure how long is what I should say. That will take, so I'm going to free myself of the shackles of the home base and head out into the cosmos again. I feel we must be looking for tiny bits and bobs. Oh, we were headed in the other direction towards the woods. Like Taylor Swift. We are currently out of the woods. Lethica loves the woods. The song Out of the Woods, I should say. I shall tether myself on my way out to prevent loss. I've had enough loss to last a lifetime recently. Heavens! Oh, good heavens, Lord! We may perish here. We will try to free ourselves. I will dig a ramp. I'm an industrious boy. We are tunneling quite quickly through the soil now. We freed ourselves. Okay, jot that down, students of the stars. Big crevasse. Huge, even. Lord. An unfortunate doozy was taken. We shall just tiptoe around that carefully and move our tethers over to prevent further injury. Ah, I would love an award. I hope one day somebody recognizes my sheer talent and wisdom. Let's take some of our corn cobs and free ourselves of these shackles. Off we go. I've never met many of these people you meet. I'm a bit concerned about the streaming platform we're on. There must be a mix of tethers, if you will. All right, very interesting. Another battery. An abandoned backpack. What's this? Just someone's home, it seems. I shall take the battery back with us. Am I too full up? I'm only allowed to point at her and never to bring her home with me. Good morning! Oshi Gushi Gooey Wooey, my name's Neil Nassau. Mine around it. It's stuck in the ground. Let's have a little whirly-twirly, shall we? Well, good morning, my student of the stars. I hope you had a wonderful rest. Let's see if mining any of these incredible materials gets us anything. It looks like it could perhaps be nothing. Now, what are you? Just salvageable scrap. That is what Helen called me. Curious item recovered in use. F to use. Dr. Stone, this channel should be secure, though we should change frequencies often. Now is surprisingly adept at watching for unauthorized signals. Dr. Alan S. Triton. Global stability. Okay, and we could use this item? I've never been concerned about the intricacies of space, but this one has me quite guffawed, if you will. I would love to hit you with another space fact. The astronauts in space eat food. This has been a space fact. What have we got here? Power extenders. Used to add length to power cable segments. I'll just take that there. We've got work light. Ooh, I liked having the work light on my backpack. Research sample technology. A little bite goes a long way. Scan a research sample bite of any type. Oxygen filters. Debris. Shopping cart. And this weird nodule of information. My favorite element is the element of surprise. Oh, well, a classic. I wasn't lucky enough to go to college. I think that could be in turn why I never made it as an astronaut. Ah, that's a classic. My favorite real element is gold, the color of my ex-wife Helen's ring. Perhaps we should work on the large printer. We could have use of more compound. Whether we need it now or later, I have a feeling it will come useful. Let us add more corn to our cob. Have we learned anything new from our research facility? Should we research you? Not possible. I believe we are using our small battery to... Interesting. Very interesting. Powerful problems. Print and connect a small generator. Still not too sure how to do that. Small generator. Oh, interesting. Good morning, Anthony. It's me, Neil Nassar. Student of the stars, you've been here many a time. You should remember Neil. Old Neil. Neil Nassar. Perhaps we could put you here for a moment and have a little peek at the things I could shelter. Interesting. Nothing useful to me at this current moment in time, so we shall toss you to the wayside. Tab opens the research menu. Oh, wow. I can research things. I should have known. Small generator. Unlocked. Do we need the small printer? Ah, there's a chance I've gone too large and perhaps I needed to go smaller. Let us in. Can I craft you from my backpack? What's this side? Mission log is attached to my backpack. I've learned some wonderful things. I've got lots of bits and bobs. We've got our research catalog, our mission log. What do you need? A compound. We must head off into the cosmos once again to find more of our compound. I rename myself. I'm aghast and guffawed that you would say such a thing, young Banthady, as I rename myself Neil after Neil Armstrong himself because of my love of the moon. The only thing fake was Helen's love for me. Don't make her your moon and stars, children. Helen divorced me a few years ago. I am living in her and her new husband's pool house currently, while I get back on my feet. Six years, 7 years. Who am I to keep track? I do not believe we've gathered nearly enough compound. We must go off and explore some more. I should have put a beacon down at our last compound location. A ravine! Careful, friends. I'm in space with my best friends right now. The little noodles are resin. The mac and cheese bites. Little nodules of resin. Delicious nodules of resin. What's this? Graphite. Helen shares no joint custody of anything with me, as I wasn't able to provide. Helen does work at NASA. I believe my jealousy of her successes tainted and soiled our relationship. Play. That's new. I have no pets. I spend too much time on the internet looking at photos of the stars to take care of any living creatures. I fear we must run or we shall suffocate. We're close to death. I feel her embrace approaching me. I may perish here, and for all my friends watching, I just want you to know how sorry I am for letting this happen. I know your anxiety must be high. Hoping nothing treacherous happens if we die. We are almost there. Oh, we died within just an arm's reach away. Tardigrades are lovely creatures. It seems we're fine. Ooh, oh! I lost all my materials. Ooh. Don't worry, they're here. Does anybody remember where I put my last compound? I can't seem to find any compound around here. I must have hoovered her up. Ooh, a rock. Lauren! What an industriously accurate and hurtful comment to make. The death felt as dramatic as it looked. It was an awful lot. I shall put the rock in my machine. We shall do a little research yet. Let us take our materials and dump them to the ground. Not you, wind combine. I can craft directly from my inventory. Very interesting and clever indeed. How do I pick up this small generator? It doesn't seem to want me to. Ah, we've done it. Ooh. Ooh, down we go. Am I allowed to choose what you produce? Does anybody know what's going on? Portable power source. I see, you just run on organic material. Have I unlocked something? Battery backup. And powerful problems. Gift me things to make me feel worthy. Thank you very much. What is this? Another small battery. Shall recharge. I fear space is intricate and complicated, and the video games about space should reflect as such. I fear I've run out of diner-style coffee. Helen probably would know what was going on. Interesting. One second as I refill my coffee cup.
I have brought forth warm bean juice and am ready to traverse the cosmos once again. Hello, Star students. I am back. I would like to take this moment to thank my subscribers. You're the only thing keeping my lights on at the pool house, as Rainforest Cafe pays me minimum wage and only gives me 6 hours a week. Ulia, proper lemon, tummy hurt, knock cubes, spagoodles, ratatouille, Kyrocoline, cactus frog, Taxrix plays, Konomoose, MJ Snow, Marek, Elizabeth, Cosmopolitics, Rose Ryan, Cows like to go moo, How lovely, Tree Run, Ordinately L, Ash Tree, Wizard Styles, Gabe the Aries, thank you very much for subscribing. We can venture forth into the cosmos because of your support. Soon my power will be shut off, so any subscription counts. I promise I don't have my alerts working right now, but I promise Neil is on it. My niece's boyfriend, God, what's his name? Devon. He's coming to connect, he said some super fly alerts. And I hope he means fly as in rocket ships. I, Neil, love space. I know you know this about me. One of my favorite and most famed. I love space. I'm a big lover of space. I changed my name to Neil Nassau because of space. You know, space, 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 space. As a longtime Neil subscriber, I know this. I figured, why not show you who I really am? And who I really am is a lover of space. I love her. It could have been the jealousy of my wife's job at NASA, but it could have been my life-size body pillow of Orion that caused the divorce. She said so many things in our arguments, I couldn't keep up. You could say the other woman was space. Gain bites. Unlock and print a smelting furnace. Unlock, print, and attach boost mod to terrain tool. Ooh, interesting. Find and use research samples, 1 of 10. Eyes on lithium. Gather lithium. And discover a gateway chamber. Interesting. All right, so let's see what our research looks like. We need to research items. We have 2,864 bytes. We could research some things. I think something that could destroy the materials we have. A buggy. Compound and I don't have aluminum. Perhaps we go smaller. What's this? Packager. Leveling block. Tapper. What was the thing we needed to research again? Star students. Portable oxygenator. 10,000 bytes. Oxygen tank. 2,000 bytes. Glow sticks. Floodlights. Small solar, small wind battery. Blah, blah, blah. Boost mod. Was it the boost mod? With space travel becoming more accessible to millionaires, what are your thoughts on jamming them all into a rocket and launching them into the sun? Are they looking for a guide to space? I'll hitch a ride on that rocket any day. Nicole, thank you very much. I got Orion printed onto a pillow to hold at night. Pluto is a planet that is incredibly small. Are you looking for space facts? I have a space fact for you. Rocket ships, more often than not, are headed to space, and that's a space fact. Normally, to lessons about heading into space. Or to visit my wife Helen, who's now married to an astronaut. Boost mod and terrain tool. And I can craft these on my teeny tiny crafter in my backpack. I need zinc for the boost mod, and I need ceramic. Do we have ceramic? I feel as if we have gotten ceramic. Thank you for the biddies, everybody. I promise after Devon... Oh, no, we have clay. I can only imagine if we were to use some sort of... We could get ceramic from the clay, I would imagine. She'll always be my wife to me. A rave! Interesting. Sometimes rave lighting reminds me of the cosmos. It does. What are your thoughts on red wine supernovas? A new supernova has been uncovered, and their coloring must be of red wine. I'll have to do some research later while I lay in bed. I was going to tell... Oh, I read that one already. We need a smelter, is what we need. And we need zinc. I fear we must travel forward. The ravine is large and treacherous. I'm feeling a bit nervous around its edge. And a bit nervous away from my base. Would you look at that if I run and drop the tethers as I go? I talked to Orion, but recently I talked mostly to the moon. The moon is my therapist. I don't have insurance through the Rainforest Cafe, so... So far... Lord. Only organic materials. And some sort of large nut. And a big crevasse. I would ever so love to jump deeply into the crevasse to see what we have to explore, but I am... Oh!
Good heavens. Exactly what we need. Compound. What is that? A growable seed. Sorry about that. I'm not one with the controls. I fear I've uprooted a tree system. Some may call a forest, but I'm not too fond of land, more so the heavens. We shall run back to our tether. Your brother in name and passion, Neil deGrasse Tyson, recently spoke to a physicist who is researching black holes. He states the research is showing that they have actual texture in the universe, and their connections to each other basically create the rebar of the universe. Well, Neil deGrasse might have a space fact for you, but let me hit you with another space fact. Did you know that if you look above you, that is where space is? An excellent space fact. Yes, comrade. Technically, space is also below us. It is all around. Extraterrestrials are a divisive conversation I will not be sparking here. We've created the research chamber, and we've created the large printer. Let's bring her back. Take a little peek at what she has to offer. Shelter. That's it. Still. Back to the medium printer I go. Anything? Anything at all? We've created the research chamber. Perhaps. Perhaps it is time we delve deeper. I could use more storage, but the ground seems to be working perfectly fine. Hello? That compound simply wants to stay with me, which is understandable as I am so fun and funky fresh. Said no wife ever. Let us turn another round of compound into tethers. I have had an industriously delicious hot dog from Costco. I'm salivating just thinking of them. I had a Costco membership before the divorce. It's been a while. I'm going to head back to the woods and grab that extra specially large nut. Or I'm going to slide down this hole. Let's connect it to our tethers. Tethers keep me oxygenated, which is what I prefer as a human being. Not to be one to complain, but this whole kind of sucks. Just gonna have a little wiggly woggly way up here. I feel like I'm hearing somebody walking behind me, but I believe it's just the materials glitching. I don't know how to pick up the Ooh, is it F? It is. Don't worry, friends. I may not have been smart enough to become an astronaut, but I am smart enough to learn about the crevasse. We must find another way into the underground. I fear we must tunnel down. I shall very carefully make a walkway. Very carefully. Down to the floor of the crevasse. I cannot read chat any longer, for it feels as if no one respects the turmoil of my divorce. I would never regret marrying Helen. She is the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. Helen! I fear my love for space may have outweighed my love for Helen, and on nights I should have poured her a glass of wine and rubbed her feet. I was out staring at the cosmos. God damn it. I fear we need a rover. Oh, Helen would say we have enough of the cosmos at work. You don't understand because you work at the Rainforest Cafe. It's time to take my big nut back. I applied to volunteer at the planetarium. One may say too many times. I was rather industrious with my application process. Which I fear hindered my results. And now I have been disbarred. Was it not properly situated this entire time? Thank you for the biddies. Madeline Faye, Pesky 44, the subscriptions from Get Up Heather. You are truly keeping the lights on in my pool house of my ex-wife.
and allowing me to continue pursuing my dreams as an astronaut, but in games like Astroneer. Thank you. I'm jumping into the crevasse! Nothing happened. And there was nothing there. Perhaps if we tunnel underneath. Perhaps if we burrow like a bug. We did, in fact, burrow like a bug. I think we found great success. Woo! Perhaps... Perhaps incorrect. Neil, it wouldn't be the first time I was wrong. Is this the wrong crevasse? Wrong crevasse. Just one moment as I find the right one. We must venture forth into the right crevasse. Ooh, slowly now, Neil. I was never too good at that one. We'll try again. I glide rather forcefully. Good heavens, we've done it. Where did I die previously? Ooh. I fear we may die again. Did I lose all of the items I had previously collected because I died twice in a row? I know I'm suffocating. I know you're correct. Next time I will tether down. Just a moment, please. Neil is working on learning how the youths communicate, and I thought by selfie was the correct way. Matthew, was I incorrect? I'm not allowed to give out my age or birth date at this current time. Heavens! Nobody's come to me in a long time. I'm scared. I'm scared about our ability to escape. I must tunnel up from here.
We must hope and pray the base is somewhere near. We've done it. Whew. That was a close one. Oh, I've been to the Kennedy Space Center. I was there on my honeymoon. I haven't been back, but I dream of revisiting. We've done it. We've tunneled into the cave system. Please. There we are. Just a bit more. Very nice. The medium generator will come with us. Back up. We will leave it at the entrance to our little hole. We have officially oxygenated the crevasse. I would love to see what this big shiny rock has in store for us. Quartz. Very interesting. And you are organic material? Ooh! I fear I'm in danger. In danger no more. Do not worry about Neil Nassar. He is industrious and handsome. Carbon. Just more debris. What are you? Sad. All right, we can scan that for research. Interesting. This seems to just be all rock and organic material. I fear we must tunnel further. Perhaps deeper, even. No. Whew. That was tricky. Look at us. Look at us. I don't like the look of that. Uproot to harvest seeds. Dig up a hazard. I'm not sure why I would want to grow that, but I will take it home as a souvenir. Ice cream rocks. They do look a bit like laterite? They do look a bit like ice cream. I love a pistachio ice cream. Do you have a favorite astronaut ice cream, friends? Hello, welcome in. My name is Neil Nassar, my star students. I'm a lover of all things space. Famously, everybody here knows how much I love space. I thought I would take you with me to various space type of games, as they are my favorite. Refill power supply to unlock. Could we, perhaps, somehow make a small battery or generator? If we but had the compound, we could succeed. But nary a compound was found. Same here. Insert appropriate resource to unlock. Interesting. I fear we have not found or are not currently carrying the appropriate resource. Which is a shame, as I am nosy and interested. Perhaps we need more crystals. My name is Neil Nassau. N-A-S-A. Pronounced Nassau. Heavy relation to NASA. Oh, I wish you had. I was so lonely alone at my lunch yesterday. Oh, good lord. What are you? I must not get too industrious, or I shall perish. Back we go. Lyle! I haven't heard from Lyle. I fear he's not one for communicating with his family members. How did Helen feel about your nose? I'd ask her, but I'm not allowed to intrude on their space. I may not leave the pool house. I fear that I am allergic to questions about my personal preferences. I'm not a prisoner, I'm just not allowed within a certain amount of feet of their home. As I have, overstayed my welcome, pleading my case once or twice before. I've never fathered or sired any children. Unfortunately. Where shall we put her? She takes carbon. I feel as if an astronaut has invaded my body. I feel like I am exploring and understanding space a bit better. Anybody else? Neil Armstrong is my favorite astronaut and is why I changed my name at the ripe young age of 35 to Neil Nassau.
Helen does know I'm in the pool house. Thank you for your concern. I will let Helen know you are concerned for her safety. I shall plant a seed. And while we're at it, I'd like to plant a seed of thought into your heads with another space fact! Space fact! Astronauts are people who go to space. Space fact! I am so happy you're enjoying these industrious and elusive space facts. It is always important for us to learn. I'm here to get research. Research items. What is this? I've done it. A huge carbon resource field. Just what Neil needed. Sorry, I said carbon, but I meant compound. My fascination with space began. I was taken to a museum. I saw a picture of the cosmos. And I was changed ever since. You think of a seal? A Navy SEAL when you see me, perhaps. Let me see if we have... What we desperately need is a smelter. I am not sure if we need research that. Interesting. What about now? Neil would hate for stream to not be accessible to those in need. Is Louis an astronaut? Otherwise, I have no interest. He is. I have been streaming for about 3 years. I got into a pretty depressive rut episode after 3 years into my divorce and decided that I could explore the cosmos not in reality, but virtually, with the help of my star students. My students of the stars, I should say. Star students are my subscribers. I
I need a small generator. And some organic compound. And I will head back into my hole. Quickly, first, let's take a peek through our little knowledge database to see what we could unlock. What we really need is a smelter. Fireworks! A shredder! I would love to create a shredder. How could we... Two iron. Alright, we still don't have what we need, which is fine. I need a... Right? Nothing... Perfect. Great. Nothing we need. We have the small printer. And we have our medium printer. Perhaps a medium printer is a way to go. Maybe we should check our research on our medium printer. Oh. Smelting furnace. Compound and resin. Oh, it's quite easy to make as well. Oh! Great, Scott. Very, very, very useful indeed. And we need... Eight. Resin. And a compound. And we may create a smelting furnace. No! Somehow it got changed. Step away, young Neil. Good morning. I feel as if... Should I make more storage units? It seems a waste of time and resources. I shall make more. Carl's printer is just like this, the 3D printer by good friend Carl. I shall make several storage units to fill you with a sense of calm. Resin storage. I shall bring it over here. We will add more materials to it.
I don't feel as if it is making me feel more organized. Out of my inventory, please, and unpack yourself. Me after my divorce. I fear there's too much organic material to try to rehome. We must use our more useful materials. I was not given a job at the planetarium because I was too industrious with my application process. I dress in full astronaut gear and put on an unauthorized demonstration of space travel. I have since been banned. Let me just move around my large and heavy machinery. I'm smelting. What should we smelt? Perhaps clay is smeltable? Yes. Perhaps carbon? What is this one? Zinc! What is this? Ceramic. Oop, good heavens. Come back here. Thank you, clay. I agree, I agree. I do prefer my glow-in-the-dark corner at the Rainforest Cafe. Thank you very much, my students of the stars. Thank you. 1 second, it's a text from my divorce lawyer. I still haven't. I still haven't signed my paperwork. Alright, we had things to make. Drill mod. The drill mod is one of them. And the boost is the second. Now we must boost ourselves. Perfect. Where is our boost mod? That's a generator. Our boost mod has been installed properly. Perfect. We may now obtain our rewards. To continue. Sorry about that. The bean juice hasn't kicked in yet.
I personally work in the gift shop area of the Rainforest Cafe. Where I volunteer in the glow-in-the-dark... I work part-time. In the glow-in-the-dark corner. As it reminds me of space. I believe we need to make more large platforms. I cannot volunteer because I came in a life-size astronaut suit and pretended to fly to space. I'm more of a space food enthusiast than I am a chef. I prefer the pre-dehydrated meals to a freshly cooked one. Though I do love a good peach. Fresh fruit. I'm not too sure I'm ready for a rebound. Do you think there's a way to expand our platforming system? Would you look at that? It's a me. Oh, you're a fresh fruit. An unfriendly buff hottie. I would love to unpack that with the moon later. What about you, is unfriendly? Still need iron. Did I make iron? I made zinc. Perhaps we could make iron with one of our materials. That's zinc. Sometimes you're just never ready. And that's what they told me when I applied for my astronaut position. Do we have any other large materials that need placed? Yes, one more. We must research just a bit longer. Large platform A. Excellent. That'll be for this thing. These things need a home, but that's not my business right now. That's someone else's. Do you need to be on a stand, or can you simply be... No, you must be on a stand. Interesting. We learn every day. Every day is meant for learning. I think we could go ahead and put the large printer back here, guys. It is not very useful to us right now. I met Helen. Helen worked at NASA. She was at well, this is an embarrassing story, but she was at a conference that I was not supposed to be present at, as I was not an employee of NASA. I am simply an enthusiast.
She found it endearing. At first. My issues are between me and the moon. She's a wonderful therapist and friend. Soil centrifuge. We could get compound. Resin, organic, clay, quartz. Quartz sounds nice. Let's watch it do its magic. I love a good centrifuge. To me, Pluto is just a planet but smaller than the rest of us. And if you were smaller than the rest of your kind, how would it feel to be relegated as stuff? I am unfortunately not a real life astronaut, but my ex-wife, Helen, is married to a real astronaut. One second, please. I must cry. There's nothing like a good mixed and salted nut to cure you of your heartache. What have we made? Glass. Good morning, Padre. I've been doing my best every day, and yet I'm still divorced.
I fear we must go into the tunnel. Thank you very much. My niece, Bethica, is a nail tech in training. We'll have a little slide. A little scan. Good heavens. I hear creatures in the tunnel. They sound suspiciously akin to a dog. I probably should have left some materials topside. Please, if you're enjoying the stream, don't forget to subscribe. Rent is due soon and I'm getting nervous. Ellen is charging me an arm and a leg to live here. Atari Ginkgo and Macy Bug. I am Curtis. Thank you very much for subscribing. Bread and Jams, thank you for subscribing. I must use my generator. Oh no. Back to my favorite space. Sorry about that. The pool guy came. He needed something out of my storage closet. Space is my favorite thing, and my second favorite thing is Helen.
a huge fan of Bill Nye. Look at that! Very interesting. Not quite sure what that did, except give us some knowledge. I shall take this back to the surface. Perhaps we will try some of these. We have to attach the right material. Quartz is incorrect. Glass, incorrect. Sulfurite is incorrect. Ceramic, incorrect. Not a good day to be Neil. And none of the days for the past 6 years have been. Octavius Squigglebottom. Who is Octavius Squigglebottom? Whose shirt goose hurt? Who named them? Did they name themselves that? I'm not so sure Octavius Squigglebottom is interested. Octavius? Mr. Squigglebottom, I hear you have a love for space. Boy, I love nuts. We are still looking for aluminium. Alan left me because my love for space overtook our love and marriage. I shall fill up some storage units with my many new materials. I'm at a loss for what to do here now, space lovers. I fear we must venture forth. My favorite mistress space. Maybe I should say I ended my marriage with a mistress. A big rock! We must take her back for scientific exploration. Is what I would say. I am from the Midwest. But truly, I like to say I'm from the cosmos. Is that a new constellation? Lana. Keeper of the Wild Things, Samantha. Thank you so much for subscribing. You have no idea how much that means. Keeping this old PC running so that I might explore pretend space, as I will never venture forth into the real space. My favorite thing on the internet is when men explain their jokes to us. One second, I must scan this shell. What are you? There's quite a bit going on here. I fear I must tether out into the deepness of the forest. I got too industrious with my tether location placement. What is this? Self-right? Laterite. She's new. Why does it sound like my mother's calling me on my cellular device? What is that? Am I overproducing laterite? Perhaps. I was industrious at the planetarium. If you have more questions about the planetarium incident, please contact my lawyer, Sheffield. Intimidated by my expertise is a lovely way of putting that. They were, in fact, intimidated by me. And all I had to offer. Excuse me? Things are about to get funky. I fear we must make a chair. We must. My very own rover. This beats our full 100% playthrough of Starfield, I think. This is it. I cannot escape. I do not know how. I've done it. I fear we need batteries. Or a generator. And if we do need a generator, our generator runs solely on organic materials, which would make it an excellent source of power. Perhaps 2 generators. Let us make another.
We must research whatever the heck this is. Oh, aluminium! Some may say that one of my finest defining moments is that I have a great amount of passion. And some say it will be my downfall. Too many people are saying that indeed. I can't remember what we need aluminium for, but we do know it. We do need it. Perhaps just for a quest. Let us take a little peek. Is what I said the first time I saw space. Let me just place you. Excellent. I believe we should take a beacon with us. I also believe we should take some of these as well. We shall place our second generator wherever she went. Where did she go? What about you? Has anyone seen my generator? She's small, a small generator. Miss her. I'm not sure who you speak of. But if I find out, I will be sure to let you know. I built a generator. Is it attached to my gun? No, is it on my back? Yes. Ah, I see. It's fueled itself already. Now... let us see if our buggy is what we think it to be. Oh! It is. Where shall we head? To the top of the mountain? Can I eat the generator? An excellent question. I will have to attempt it. And then I hit F. What are you? Researchable, I believe. Oop, it's fallen on old Neil's noodle. Gee willikers. There she goes. Off we have it. Oh, and we've got our own tether from the buggy. I will have to enter the mountain. Can I tether myself to the buggy? Ooh, oh, there she goes. The answer is no. I'm a bit concerned about the bounce vine. I shall take one with me for research. I shall need to return. Oh. To my buggy, where it is safe. Perhaps we could drive our buggy through this hole. Oh, good God. I'm ice skating down the mountain. We could do it, Neil. Up the daisies. Thanks, Skinny Thoughts. We can fix this. Easy. And there we have it. We've made it to the other side. Now, some may say, I don't know what I'm doing. But some people are dumb. And don't let dumb people tell you that you are also dumb. And that's a space fact. That's a space fact. You would like another space fact? Coffee is the official drink of astronauts. And that's a space fact. What do you want? We just need a little generator. Let's drive our truck down. Absolutely, you are correct. Just like the rovers on Mars. Oop, a little too far. We'll just have a little jump, a little lip, a little up, a little... There's not a lot of organic material, but we'll have to make do. We need the organic material to power this strange truck. We shall keep going. Oh, until we are successful. That's what makes, yes, that's what makes an astronaut an astronaut.
Power her up. And pop her off. Very interesting. Please, stop making derogatory comments about the pool boy. That was Carl. He brought over his latest 3D printing project for us to and ah over. So the bad news is, I don't know how to get back to where we're going. We can do it. We can do it. We can conquer any mountain if we have each other, chat. Pardon me, I'm allergic to failing at space games, my favorite genre. And we were successful. Just like the moon landing. We must persevere. Pardon me, I didn't mean to jump out. I got overzealous. Good morning, good morning. Oh, good. Great, Scott. We're going down, I'm yelling timber. The bad news is that we're in a crevasse. And the good news is I love a crevasse. What do you need? We must drive our truck over here. One second, I must turn my power back on. We can get through. We must thread the needle. Could you situate yourself more quickly? I've never driven a truck. I do not know why I keep getting asked this question. I fear I don't look like a truck driver. I am simply a lover of space. I fear we must find another way out of this tunnel. And it must be wide enough. Oh, not my rover seat. Back from whence you came, rover seat. We can do this. What do we think that noise is? We may free ourselves from here. I can feel it, friends. The crevasse cannot handle Neil by himself. I fear the difficult part must come now. We must drive our way to freedom. She can do it. The old Rover can do it. Excellent job, Rover. We've made it back home. Not again! Oh, God. Oh, God. Great Scott. Not again. Backwards. Backwards. And forwards. Excellent. I would love to learn how to produce a road by any means. That would be fantastic. Perhaps those power extensions would come into useful. What I think we need to do is check out... Great! Printed tractor. Print an auto arm. Print a small shuttle. Refine tungsten from wolframite. Gather lithium. Unlock an oxygen tank. Unlock power cells. Unlock glow sticks and unlock dynamite. They are asking an awful lot at the end of the day. Oxygen tank. Unlocked.
glow sticks. Unlocked. Power cells. Unlocked. Dynamite. Far too expensive. We shall not be unlocking her today. Let us clear our backpack of our many items. Please stop it. We've got a funky looking little item on our backpack, and I think we must try to use it. Here's what we'll do. We hit... Wait a minute. Where's she pointing? How am I supposed to know which way that's leading us? Do I need to put her on the ground? Welcome in. Thank you for subscribing, Christine and Sunshine EK. Emily, you're keeping the lights on in this pool house. Keeper of wild things, Samantha. Thank you so much. I fear we must drive until we find out what it is. I didn't know the driving in this was so realistic. Not again! Just one moment, as I feel we have fallen into the same or similar crevasse. We have! The crevasse wins again! Old chaps. Just a moment as I learn to drive the Rover for the first time. Here we go. Here we have it. Back up the crevasse. The road may get rocky. Helen may leave you, and you may live in a pool house. But the sky is always the limit. Oh, I adore the gays. The pool boy at my house is gay. We are going to drive very carefully and avoid crevasse. Very carefully. Very carefully. We are driving. What is this? What are you? What are you? Not you. Clay. Not useful. Back in we go. Gay rights. And gay wrongs. There need to be more gay people in space. See the weird sparkling splintery thing in the distance? I fear we must head to it. While we're out here, let me grab some... some more organic matter to power our car. The Big Bang Theory! It was a TV show. This is not a big enough generator. What have you done here? Tethers. Backpack. A small squeaker horn. Coffee with Conductor Bell is always a refreshing distraction. Much as I enjoy her company, I wish I'd been able to dissuade her from taking this mission. Dr. Stone. S. Elysium. What are you? Is it just me, or is the planet shattering? Just gonna have myself a little scooch on back. Because not again. What do you want? Not enough power still. We must need a medium generator. More to discover. What could we get rid of? There's no need for squeaker horns in space. But dynamite! What is this? Power extenders. I'm driving towards that shattered rainbow in space. It feels right. Oh, good golly. The music is starting to feel a little ominous. Anyone else feeling that way? I'm not sure what the spirit guide service is. As I've never offered one. I fear we are getting rather far from base and I'm starting to feel nervous. It seems like an awful long trek back for Neil. Neil in the future. And I wish I could play later or tomorrow, but I've got 2 back-to-back part-time shifts at the Rainforest Cafe. I normally only get 4 to 6 hours a week, so this is different for Neil. I'm feeling regrets! A tree! I hope the aliens do not feel judgment on my driving skills. What do you need to open? Ammonium. Where is my vehicle? My vehicle. I need my vehicle in a pickle. I'm just gonna head right over here. Turn this on. We're going to kick off this. Slap down a beacon. It's purple. Because purple is a nice color. And perhaps we will plug this into the generator. Do I have to take the generator off of the car? Yes. You know what I realized? All this time I could just be using both of my generators attached to each other. Connected. Oh, this is why I was not allowed to be an astronaut. I fear. I fear this is the exact reason. That was disappointing. At its best. I'm not too sure how to save my game, if that's even possible. Maybe I could. I fear I've hit my age limit. I don't think many astronauts make it past 65. Does anybody know where my home may be? I fear I've lost it. I am pretending that I am the Astroneer, so I can assure you the Astroneer is lonely. Oh, perfect. We've saved her up then. I shall exit and rejoin for an extra save. Thank you very much for going on this space expedition with me today. I look forward to the glow-in-the-dark corner of Rainforest Cafe tomorrow. I fear after my divorce and sinking so much money into my desire to be an astronaut, I may never retire. But who knows? Perhaps I shall become a streamer. Pay off my bills and buy my own home, not in my ex-wife's backyard. We shall raid out. To perhaps another lover of space. If you believe it, you can dream it. I would like to say, as I end all other streams, that was one small step for Neil and one giant leap for my star students. I will see you very soon. Ta-ta.